Hey, my name's Alex. I'm a brand designer in Southern California, and this is my first YouTube video. And why am I even starting this? Well, I'm starting this because I am in a really important year of reconnecting to my creativity. A little backstory about me is that I've worked as a freelance designer for about 5 years now, and I've really noticed a shift in the graphic design and branding industry at large. How we market, how we tell stories visually, it seems to really be changing with the implementation of a lot of AI tools, which can be great, but it's also kind of displaced me in a little bit of a way. So I'm trying to kind of find where I fit within that, where AI and craft meet, trying to find my way and my space in between all of those things. I think we live in a time where there are just so many more tools to design for both big corporations, agency projects, but also small businesses. And I think the cool thing I've seen in my community is that a lot of small businesses are really taking charge of their social media and marketing efforts at large, and really using tools like Canva, maybe Adobe, things like that to really push their businesses forward. And I think it's cool. But I'm also where do I come in? So I'm kind of shaking things up now. Growing up, I really wanted to be an artist, like a lot of people. And I think life happens to you and you can forget, at least I did, I forgot what it meant to be an artist. And I feel like I took on this identity of I'm the graphic designer and I'm wearing my little suit and walking around and doing business stuff all the time. And I forgot that there's a softness to creativity and a beauty in slow craft that I was really missing in my life. This year I saw an opportunity to be on camera more and try this thing out and share what my creative experience has been, finding my way and becoming something that's not just a graphic designer or just an illustrator, just a painter, just a social media marketer. It's really tough to say I'm this one thing, and it can feel really limiting. In starting this channel, I'm also interested in defining creativity. I think for me, creativity means going against the grain and trying to problem solve in unusual and sometimes unexpected ways. And I think some of the best ways we can problem solve are through keeping an open mind, staying really curious about the world and the environment around us, connecting with local community. I think is really important now more than ever, where we are connecting with people online from totally different parts of the country, which is amazing. But I think also sometimes we lose that sense of being grounded when we aren't in community with our local community. So that's something that's really important to me. If you stick around in my next video, I'm going to try to share more of my story and evolution of growing up, wanting to be an artist, becoming a designer during the pandemic because there weren't any jobs, and figuring it out right now. To be honest, I also wanted to start this channel because I feel like being a freelance graphic designer can feel very isolating. I feel like I've been on my own freelancer island for a long time, working from home, not having as many client meetings lately because work has been slow. And I know I'm not the only one who feels this way, and I know there are people out there, maybe you, who want to start a business, or you've started your business but you feel a little stuck and you're not sure how to build community and how to almost become more visible. Become more visible to the people who are going to resonate with your message and your offerings, your services, and the thing that really lights you up. That's what my mission is, and I really want to do it in community with other people, whether that be in my physical world, but also online. That's why I feel it's so important to just freaking hop on the video and put your face out there and just try it. It's maybe embarrassing, maybe a little bit cringe, but you won't know until you try it. So hopefully you resonate with anything that I'm saying, any of this nonsense potentially, but thank you for being here and thank you for listening. On this channel, I also want to talk about learning how to knit, and I would love to learn how to sew. So those two things I hope to explore. I really want to share my life in my city and all of the nature trails that I love, and just connecting with the natural world and how much that's such a source of inspiration in the work that I do and just really grounds me. And then I also, gosh, want to talk about creativity, craft, hobby versus when you're a designer or a creative full time. What does that look like? And what is the balance between doing things for yourself and doing things for your clients? Sometimes it can feel really draining to be doing stuff for your clients all the time, and then you're like, oh, and then I maybe have a creative hobby. It can feel there's a lot going on there. So we can unpack that together. And then I think starting a business, starting a freaking business as a woman, as somebody who maybe feels that they should be doing the corporate thing. I did not last long in a corporate setting, and we'll get to it in maybe in like another video, but I did not last. I was at my first corporate job for about 1.5 years, and I just felt such a disconnect between what I thought I knew I could do and where my skills were being applied in that business. It was a total privilege to be able to make that decision, but as small business owners, we really need other women to look to and to see us, especially when we struggle and we feel like we don't fit in a 9-to-5 box. Without getting too cliche, I want to talk about those things. So I hope you're also along for the ride, and thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next video.